running? Make sure it's all moving and shaking. Yeah, we're good. We're up.
How do you?
All right. Welcome back
Goodbye.
to the Round Stable, episode 8.
Welcome.
Round 4, episode 8.
Here.
Monday night edition. I was about to say Sunday night, but it's Monday night. All thrown out with the
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Monday.
bizarre, isn't it? Bizarre.
I feel unusual.
Lucky for us, it updated quick tonight though, because it you probably didn't see it because you were on just after me. It updated around 7, so happy for us. Because I was trying to make the topics, and I was realizing I can't do anything because it's not updated. But it updated, so we can do our score and rank. Now you had a great week, so I will go first, and my score was 1927. After a bit of a shambolic week, which turned out to be half okay. I've got green arrows, which I never thought were going to come my way this week. So a round rank of 25k, which is probably only a green arrow because last week was I was 85th, 5,000th for the week. So we're up a nice 59k for the week, which doesn't, like, it's a bit misleading, that one. And up 4k for the season rank, which I'm pretty happy with. So I'm up to 11,000 for the season. What about yourself?
Yeah, nice. So my round 4 score was 2,040, ranked in the top 2%. My round 4 rank is up 54,000, and I'm now, for the round 4, I was ranked 3,000. And my season rank, I'm up 8,643, and I'm in the top 2,605. So
it's looking up 2.5k.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, and it could have been even a little bit better, but we'll definitely take that every single day of the week.
We can touch into that.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I won't be too mad.
I'm just making
We're jumping straight into our players.
Yeah, Stallion, Donkey, and Voldemort straight in.
Yeah, look,
So,
I mean,
you can kick us off with your Stallion.
Yeah, I'll rip into the Stallion, and it's got to be Grundy. I mean, you can't go anywhere else than that. That's 184. And we were talking when it was happening. We were on Discord playing some games, and I think first half or first quarter didn't really have too crazy of a first quarter, and then first half ended with about, I think, 70 or 80, and then just took off like a bull out of a gate in that second half, and gets all the way up to 184. Obviously, when you're playing West Coast and you're a primo ruck like Gawn and Grundy, and you could probably throw Jackson or English in there, or maybe not Jackson because he shares it, but English potentially. They can get these scores, particularly Grundy and Gawn. They're the only two. Oh, and Sherry. Sherry did it as well. He got 199. Yeah, he got 199 against West Coast. So they can do it. So yes, vice for Grundy for me, and obviously looped that. So I got him for my captain. So yeah, I mean that's insane to get that type of points, and that's what really helped me get some wins to get top of the ladder.
Well, like I said on the Sherry week, when you get that captaincy right, it's just fucking.
And I've said it to you before, like, because the first couple of weeks I got my captaincies wrong. That really kind of stuffed me up, and I probably should have been top if I just got it right. Like I missed the 199 from Sherry, even though I had him in the side, and then the week prior I stuffed up as well. But it is, once you get them correct, it's such an advantage. You're just doubling those points again on top of someone, and particularly when it's the final day, like a Sunday. And if somebody else has the same player and you have them as captain and you're like 200 points behind them, you're just getting double the points every time they're getting a point. So you just end up going in front of them. So yeah, like that was a phenomenal result. Oh
yes. And I can't copy you because I did not have him, sadly. So I cannot add him to my Stallion. I do actually have a few options I can go with my Stallion, which is surprising. I'm not going to go Gorn with 175, which sounds silly. You probably should take that as a stallion.
Yeah, look, I mean,
but
that's a ripper of a week, isn't
you
it?
can. It's half
But
like
you expect it, yeah.
not expect it, but we know Gorn's capable. Not against Wits. I'll give it that. The reason I didn't have the VC on Gorn is people don't score well against Wits normally. He's a bit
I
like
actually was saying to a bloke at work just before that game, I was like, oh, I know about Gorn this week because he's playing up against another ruckman that's very much like him, big body, strong, and he shouldn't be able to dominate him. Well,
yeah,
and he did.
but we'll leave him there. You could go Mac Andrew as well with the 120, but I'm leaving him as well because we stuck by this guy, and I know you have him as well. He was on the verge of getting traded, and he's come back with a 136. He's gone up in price. I think his break even is low again, and that's Archie Roberts. For a bloke that I was very close to moving on to get 2 tons and then go 136, he has to be my stallion this week. I know it's a bit stiff on the other ones, but that is...
He backed it up. He got 100 last week, and then he's backed up again with 136. But he's in his favoured role. Yes. The first couple of games this season, he was fucking playing in midfield and doing tagging and stuff like that.
He was being a winger, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he even tagged Butters for a bit. It's like, yeah. So now he's back off that half back, and that's where he shines. And that's why that's why you and I both put him in the side to begin with. But 136 is obviously ceiling numbers. So yeah, it was it was a great game.
And it was more prediction for like we were predicting bringing him that he can touch his 140 ceiling a couple of times this year. To see him touch it within the first 5 rounds, I'm almost back on board of leaving him late. He's not on my agenda,
especially against the Bulldogs too. Arguably the best side in the comp right now.
I tuned into that game just quickly, and they had a little bit of stink in that third quarter. I haven't seen from Essendon in a hot minute. Just
didn't have it a crack.
It didn't have any skill to go with it and challenge the Dogs, but fuck, they showed up a bit in that third quarter. All right, give us your donkey if you have one, because you had a great week.
I did have a great week, but I would have to pick one that was my donkey. It would have to be, and this is really harsh because I don't really want to, because it's sort of, we expect these kind of games from him. Like they're going to happen at some point. But my donkey would probably be Jagger, only because
that just shows how well your week went.
I don't really have anybody else that, or maybe Caleb Windsor, but I kind of expect those points from Caleb Windsor. Like he got 56, which isn't fabulous. Like he just made my top 18, but Jagger Smith at 70. I expect these games to happen with rookies where, they come onto the scene, they rip in, they get you hundreds or whatever, and then it sort of tailors off with rookies. The game slows down for them, and people figure them out, might get more attention and stuff like that. So 70 from him is probably my donkey, and it's a harsh one because because I've got worse players there, but I expect it from him.
Yeah,
he's probably performed a lot better than that this year, and that was probably his worst performance so far. But I didn't really have an absolute terrible one. I know who's yours. Because he's got the lowest score of the entire round.
Well, I was just about to say he's lucky he wasn't on field.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. There you go.
Yes, Watkins is very lucky he's on my bench, and he didn't have the emergency on him. Very lucky. Blamirez had the emergency, which I could go a pair of donkeys here, but they're lucky I have one that plays that I can give the donkey to. But I'll just a quick shout out to Nick Dacus and Ed Richards, you pack of donkeys, mate. If you're not going to make it, give us more than half an hour. Give us.
I think that's Collingwood's fault. I don't think that's Nick's fault. I think that's Collingwood's fault. Nick obviously wanted to play, but I mean, and Lee Matthews talked about this. I don't really know what happened with Richards, but Lee Matthews was like, well, if because he wasn't right on Tuesday apparently, he was not right, and they gave him till basically game day to prove it. I think they just assumed that he was going to get up, but he just couldn't get over this corky, and he was kind of saying, well, how have you left it that late? And then by pulling him out, he's like, not saying that Collingwood were going to win. He's like, but by pulling him out that late, you just ruined the entire structure and game plan of Collingwood because they just couldn't, they didn't know what to do. And that's what the game ended up being. We were it looked like we were lost in the middle of the park, like because nobody really knew where to go. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I blame the management for that, for Nick, because Nick obviously was out there trying, but
Yeah.
they couldn't get through. But Richards, I don't even think he was even on the field.
I don't
know what happened there.
I don't think I've ever seen him injured. Like this is in my calculations for Richards. I brought him in very early in the season. Doesn't get injured. Late.
Yeah, like I think I don't know if that's is it a I'm not going to say
soreness. I feel like they can't.
I'm not
going to
say it's like I'm not going to say it's a Bailey Smith, the old sushi scenario, because I don't think Ed's that.
No.
I don't think Ed's that type of guy. But what I'm saying is maybe Bevo has just gone. You know what? It's Essendon. We're comfy. Sit it out. Well, you know what I mean?
Give me 45 minutes.
Well, this is the thing. I saw it and I was like, "Fuck!"
I'm very lucky you called me. Very lucky you called me. Otherwise, I was in strife.
Well, yeah, no, I've saved you a couple 100 points there, because I felt bad. I was like, this poor motherfucker's gonna miss it again, because I felt bad with the Nick one, and I was he's gonna miss it again. And then, but here's the thing, because I was like, I didn't actually know the rule. So if anybody is watching and they don't know the rule, this is why I called Jack, because I thought, it'll just go. Surely, if you don't have a vice and a captain, it'll just go to your like highest rated player. And I was like, it's Max, so it'll work out for him. He's got 175. I was like, I'll just check it. Quick Google. Yeah, if your captain and vice doesn't play, it doesn't go to anybody. No one, so you don't get double. So I was like, shit, he's not going to get anything.
I could almost quit.
Better help him out there.
I could almost quit for the year, honestly. Wrap it up.
He could have. You would have been in sixth spot.
Just the odds of that, my two primos that have the VC to get pulled late and then my C to get pulled late. If that,
yeah. Well, that's why I was like, that's harsh.
Very grateful on that one, especially when we're in a cash league against each other to pull that string.
I thought that would have been really, really tough to take it twice, especially with your captain.
You're a bigger man than most. Bailey. Bigger man than most, because Lachlan texted me after it played and he's like, I thought you were going to miss the captain there. I was like, you cheeky bastard, mate.
You know what he's doing. I was like, if your captain was on Bailey at the start, maybe I wouldn't have been so worried about it, but you didn't have him captain, and I was like, he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss. And I messaged you too, and I was like, he's not answering. Yeah. He's busy.
I was chilling out on the crew, mate, just vibing out on the couch. Yeah. But I'll leave them alone, because luckily they didn't play. They can still be a pack of donkeys for it. But Noah Anderson can take my donkey. Oh, yeah, that's true. 85, right? He's not scoring 50s or 60s, but we did not bring this man in to... No. His average is 103, okay? So, but it's just... I brought you in to be 115 to 120. The issue is you've lost, I think, 35K and your break even is 169. So you're on the road to everyone else, if they want you, getting you for 70K cheaper than I got you. You take that risk when you bring in these people. I'm taking that risk with Dacos at 640. All of us took the risk with Butters, so that's fine. Bailey Smith, I paid 624. You're taking the risk there if they drop. But it's just...
He has gone up.
Yeah, Bailey Smith has gone up. Ed Richards is slipping a little bit, but again, it's just 85. I'm looking at it, does feel a little bit harsh, but it's like the third week. When's the last time he tunned? Was it first week he tunned? He hasn't tunned since.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't know. I don't even know if he tunned the first week.
No, okay, so he tunned the first 2 weeks, and then he dropped to 96 and 85. I might be a bit harsh here, but I'm not happy. I want maybe
the thing is the trajectory is down. If you actually watch his last couple of games, he's not playing like even last week. Like he outperformed what he actually did. So like he got 95, but I think he touched it 19 times.
Yeah,
like he's not really he's not in form for whatever reason, and that does change. Like, maybe as the season goes on, he just plays himself into form. Like it is very still.
Is there
very
niggles that we don't know about? There's niggles we don't know about.
We don't know.
But hard. Yes, it is. I think it's exacerbated with my other two primos being laid outs. But not happy with the Anderson 85. Give us your Voldemort that you didn't have this week. That were nanas. Are you not too happy about you not having them?
It's tough because like the players that I brought in this week, I was very happy with, and there wasn't really any other options that I would have went. and like that disappointed me. Like for example, I brought Grundy in, I brought Bont in, and then I must have brought some. Who else did I bring in? Because I did the three. Oh, Dersma. So Dersma didn't have a fantastic week, but you're right, that because he's a rookie. So in terms of that, I'm not too unhappy, but I've said it from day one, and I only took him out because I thought this motherfucker was in Darwin, and I got pissed off because he somehow made the sheet, and now he's really starting to show what I predicted he was going to do. And now it's going to be difficult for me to wiggle him in because he's gone up a fair bit, and that's Cozzy. Because his first couple games for Cozzy wasn't really there. Maybe getting used to that role in the middle, but I thought that with Clayton out and Petrarca gone, that this is what I could see for the majority of the season with Cozzy, and I took him out because I thought that first game, like I said, that they said he was up in Darwin doing some family thing, but he was gone for like a day, and then he made the team, and I was livid. Anyway, so he's my Voldemort because he got 126 and he looks sharp.
Yeah.
And he was even good last week against Carlton. He's good again this week, and they're playing Essendon this week coming. So you would imagine he's probably going to be on the score sheet as well. So he is my Voldemort right now, just because I've projected it and I haven't got him. Nobody else has really given me that vibe yet. I mean, maybe I could say Jack Steele, but I was never really on him. So, but definitely Cozzy for me because he was in my side for a lot of the preseason. I never really took him out until that first day.
Yeah.
What about yourself? I feel like I may know.
Easy one. It's Grundy. Yeah. It's Grundy because all week, literally the trade was. It was a 3-man trade, but the swap was Dacos or Grundy all week. And I think when they both play, you can't be mad at that because there's no wrong answer there if they both play. The issue is Dacos getting pulled late, and I seen it too late where I could not swap it back. So to be inches away from that score, piss off. So
yeah, that's a harsh pill to swallow.
He's my Voldemort, and like I just generally, it's true to that because I can't even speak his name. It's just it dusted me for a day. I didn't check Supercoach for Saturday. I was fuming.
This is a good question to you, and maybe one for your update video. But is it if he comes back this week, Nick? Are you still happy to ride that? Or are you just thinking now, are you just going to go straight to Grundy? Or do you feel that that's a wasted trade? Like, because you've effectively made 2 trades to make 1.
Yeah, no, the trade's spent. So the only reason I was going there because it wouldn't cost me anything. Whereas now it'll cost me something. So no, it's going to be Nick now because again, if they both play, I don't think there's a wrong answer. They're both uber premiums.
Yeah, they average themselves out over the course.
They're both uber premiums, but it's a good segue right into our first topic, which I've written down here, is RUCKS are still king, aren't they?
They are. They absolutely are. Like
the preseason, mate, the preseason scares were on.
Oh, mate, like, do you know what though? I remember telling you. I think I made the video after Origin. Remember I said it to you? I was like, this ain't gonna change shit, and it didn't. Like, it just hasn't. Like, they made such an emphasis on this last touch out of bounds, and they're not going to wait for the ruckmans to get there. But the ruckmans, the way rucks play anyway, they're floating around majority of the contest as it is. They kind of make their way down to wherever the ball's kind of so they make it to these quick throw-ins. But yeah, maybe they miss some. But then the last touch out of bounds really hasn't affected the game at all because it's only in the middle of the ground. Yeah. And it has to literally be touched. Like if it's just tapped over or anything like that, it's still thrown in. So it really hasn't affected anything. And again, these guys like Grundy, Gawn, Sherry, they get tackles. They're good at clearances. They can get the ball and then dish it out to a midfielder. So they're very good at clearances, and they're also very good at hit outs to advantage, which is super advantageous for ruckman in this Supercoach. So yeah. Even Jackson really hasn't been affected. He's still scoring nice. Like he got 126. Like that's not bad. That's pretty good. English is doing well. I mean, he only had a bad score because he got injured. And then people like McAndrew that got 123. So ruckman's No, not affected at all.
They're kings.
And you obviously, in my opinion, you've got to have at least one you got to have one primo. You got to have a top threer.
Yeah.
You've got to have Gawn, Grundy, or Sherry. If you don't have one of them, you're missing out, because they will, in my opinion, get you 100 weekly.
I borderline think by the end of the year you need 2 of the 3. I think right now it's fine to have one, but if you want to be serious by the end of the year, you need to find out how you have 2 of them, which is so difficult, especially at the moment. Like there's, so
English has fucked me over, because now I'm forced to make a trade that I didn't feel like I needed to make. And the difficult thing for me is English went down and Gawn went up, so I can't get Gawn. But I have Grundy, so I'm okay.
Well, that's the thing is as well in this topic is English's MCL. Has it been confirmed? The MCL?
Yeah, it's MCL, but they don't reckon it's a lengthy one. It's more like a low grade, so it's more like a 3 to 6 week. But if you're anywhere around we've spoken about this before. The same as Sherry, the same as Petrarca. If you're anywhere 4 weeks plus, you got to go. If you're in an overall league, like potentially if you're in head to heads, you can hold them, but not an overall. No. We just don't. You're just missing out on another player somewhere to redeem you somewhat of those points. You just can't take that.
Well, you can't now because we're now in 23. Next week it's 23.
Exactly.
You're not in the 18 realm. You could sit with a couple, but round 23. See, so the one I have, which I have one of the 3, which is Gawn, and you have one of the 3, which is Grundy. For me, like it's funny. I want to get. I'm not doing it this week, but it's like which one when they're both playing for me, Sherry and Grundy. Which one do I want? I still lean Sherry, so it'll be a Gawn Sherry combo for me. But if I really wanted to, I could get Grundy, but I'd have to move too much for me right now. Like it would be Sam Walsh to get to him, right? And I'm happy still to sit with him for a little bit. I don't feel like he's a priority to move.
If you've got players that are getting you decent enough points, like are in and around there, what they should be getting, high 90s, maybe low hundreds. There's no need to tick them off to go chase that extra 30 to 40 points that maybe sometimes might not happen. Like they majority of the time do get it, but sometimes they have stinkers. They don't always fucking get 150. But so it
is. They're just the scariest not known. Those 3 ruckmen, Gawn, Sherry, Grundy, that whoever you don't own out of them 3, they are the scariest not owns. Like you don't want to check them. You don't want to check their scores. Like there's no other. They're scarier than Bont, which is bizarre. Like because one of them
you can make the points back with other midfielders with Bont. It's harder, but you can do it. But I know what you mean with those ruckmen. If you don't have one of them, they hurt you more.
Because here's the thing with one of those 3. One of them, every week, one of them will touch 170. Yep. Every week, one of them's touching 170. Whereas Bond is just going to get you almost 140 every single week.
It's good.
Yes. But those 170s,
you can recreate that.
Shutters down the spine. So as soon as you can get 2 of them, it makes not having the third one a bit more like you can deal with it. I feel like I'm a month away, and then like it's McAndrew. That's your way there for me.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I need him to be 450 for me to justify. So first he needs to get 450, which he's looking like he might get to 450.
If he keeps getting around these 80 and 90 scores, which look like he's capable of doing, then he will get there, and that's your way to getting it. You are right. Yeah. That's your way to getting it.
So we all know about. Here's the thing: we all know about Sherry's 3-round average because of his 68. So when he's back after his 3, if there's a world where Sherry falls to 580 after 2 of those rounds, and McAndrew's like that's your way. McAndrew might be 400 by then. It might move 2 weeks early on McAndrew to get Sherry, but Sherry's break even is like 169. He can hit it. That's the thing. We can't. Grundy's was 168. Grundy's was 168 this week. He went up.
Yeah, so, and look at Bond. Bond's
Yeah.
going up. He's 722. Like, it's
It's just
he's a terrible one, Bond, because like you just want him, and you just waiting for that. You
he
are so
doesn't.
right when you said I don't think he's going under 680 this year, and you're right.
No,
I don't think he's going under it either.
no,
I
not
don't think he's going under
680.
680.
You have to,
I don't
because
think so.
even if he hits the 60, which he doesn't look fucking like it right now.
No, but he can.
Say he drops an 80, because that can happen. You can have a good game and still get like just 80.
Yeah.
Say that happens. The next week he might just score 150 and reset it. It's just like you. I'm at the point where if his price starts with a 6, I'm going. Like if it hits 698 or like I'm going.
You just got to jump on it.
So, and then you get a bit silly. Well, if he hits 705, why wouldn't you just go then? It's only 7.
Well, this is what happened to me, because he was 703, I think, or 704 or 7, something like that. It was a small week where he jumped, and that's when I jumped on him, because I was like, that I can't.
What are we talking about?
That was
a couple of K.
Yeah, that was, it was a couple of K, and I was like, I just got to do it. And because I was so, he was one of my Voldemorts, because obviously I had him in at the start, and I made that video about you just should have him, and then I ended up not taking him. That's why I was like, I got to take him. So yeah, when the time's right with Bond, when you feel that there's like he's dropped 5,000, maybe that's it.
It's almost to the point just when it makes sense for my team, I'll go on, because I've said my stepping stone to him is Tanner Bruin, and that's probably his ceiling price might be a month away.
Yeah, he's still a little bit off, I think, Tanner Bruin, but he can do it. But
I'll have to make a 200 grand difference from Bruin's ceiling price at minimum. But I just need him. I need him to be at ceiling so I can do it.
What do you think his ceiling price is? 400?
450, I think, can be his ceiling. He's averaging 85 right now. 475. That's the rough. I go off this because Levi averaged 74 last year.
And
he was 400, and Levi was like 75 every week. So he was like, he didn't fluctuate. And
good barometer,
that's good. He was the barometer. So if he's averaging 85, he should get maybe 440.
Yeah.
When Bruin's above 420, I'm looking to go. That, like, you know what I mean? I'm not looking to wait for that extra squeeze on the top, because if he drops a 50, it goes. So
I think I'm with you.
He's four. It's a good discussion about the ceiling prices for a lot of these players. Like the Butterick one, I think he could be near it. His ceiling might be 350 and he's at 310. So it's like,
he keeps performing though.
Yeah, another 72. Like his average is 79. So by that, it might just be a slower. He'll just go up in 15K hits, because he doesn't drop big ones.
Yeah.
But Watkins has hurt his 3-round average with that 7.
Absolutely.
His break even's still only 33, so it's like, fuck, he could probably just hold on to it and get it out of his system. But that might lead us into our 2-game tempters, because I will start the 2-game tempters with who I am looking at possibly moving Watkins down to, and the big one for me on the 2-game temptations is Oscar Steen. My big concern is McRae. I feel I could just drop him at any moment. You have the finger on the pulse with the Collingwood Pies, so I do want to hear your thoughts. But he's 119K. His average is 59, so it's not bonkers. And his break even is minus 52. So even if he hits his average, you're looking at a 50 grand bump.
Yeah, he's one of those right now where you kind of, if you can wiggle it in. And I think, don't quote me, I think he's got a DDP.
It's forward ruck.
Yeah, so that's your that's tantalizing.
What's his security like?
Look, I actually think this is what they're trying to do. I just think it's taken them a long time. So, and I'll tell you why. I don't think he's going out. Let's put it this way. I don't think he's going out of the side this week. Let's put it like that. And the reason being, one is because we're playing Fremantle, so go figure. And you just know what they're going to do to Ruckman. So you think that he would be in there. But going further than that, I think what McRae has identified with Collingwood, because we have a injury-prone defence, and we're very small without Darcy Moore, and Darcy Moore in particular. We only have Frampton, that's another tall, and then Jeremy Howe usually is our third sort of key
Yeah.
defender, but we only have Frampton and Howe at the moment. So what the plan has been, particularly even in the games before Steen was even in there, is that floating back from Cameron that he did last year. They're doing that even more now. I don't know even if you've noticed that Cameron's really not rucking as much as he used to.
I thought it was a bizarre. It almost looked like it looked like trying to phase someone out to me, but it could just be game plan. But
it is game plan. It's definitely not phasing out. It's game plan because we're forced to at the moment, and that's obviously going to last a bit longer because Darcy's not coming back for like a good 4 weeks. So it's and I don't and we're touching back onto McRae with the young players. He's not. I don't think he's going to bring in a young. We've only ever got one more tall key defender in the VFL, and that's Cochrane, and I don't think he's gonna start him unless it gets to a position where we've won heaps of games, or maybe we're losing heaps of games rather, and it just looks deplorable down there, and we need to do something. But I think he will deploy the Cameron falling back into defence and trying to be an extra tall down there. So what I'm getting at is I think Steen will be pretty safe because even against Brisbane, sometimes they flipped it. Steen, I actually saw he was in front of the defence sometimes when we were in the forward 50 and Brisbane were kicking it out and trying to get out. Steen was back there. So they do rotate. I think he's safe for at least a few weeks. Maybe when Darcy Moore comes back, I don't know. But I think until then, I think McRae's just going to use those two as the floating defender, which I'm not a fan of because ruckmen aren't as versatile, like in terms of mobility and speed. But yeah, and if he's going to go up 50k, and particularly in the forward line, and this is another conversation. There's no one really in the forwards here except for Petrarca and maybe Cozzy that's screaming out like, "Come take me." Maybe McDonald, which is he's having a really good patch and someone that I've got my eye on, but a little bit difficult to get in. But there's no one there, so like you've probably got the opportunity to try someone like Steen and get some cash flow and move him on. I think he's safe for at least three to four. That's been my opinion.
There is another one that you've been hot on as well that I think not screaming to take, but he's in the conversation, and we will get to him. Yeah, look, it's a funny one for Watkins, right? You see a 7 and you go, he's probably dropped next week because you can't go off Supercoach. But if you're scoring a 7, man,
you're not involved.
What have you done? But
you're not involved.
If he doesn't get dropped, I'm happy to hold. Like, but because yes, I mean you can't be scoring a 7 again, surely, right? But because his scores have been okay.
Yeah.
And it's only because I'm not. I can see me bringing Steen in, and McRae just changes his mind in fortnight. I know what you're saying, but like he does have that about him, a little bit of just like
he absolutely does.
Actually, nah, let's change it. It's like, oh fuck, and then I'm gonna have to do it again, swap again, and then I'm just making 40k bumps. Well, 70k. You're making 60k. Sorry, Watkins is 180. You're making 60 down, and Steen will probably make 50 if he plays. If he scores a ton, you're probably making 70 to 80k.
But how you going Watkins down? Are you because Watkins is a midfielder? Or you just
because I've got Grills in my defense still and Kitty in my flex. I can move anything around at the moment. So I can take a mid out, move Grills in, Kitty in, flex anyone. It's just it is the DDP. Like I need more. Because
I think everybody does, mate. There's not enough of them yet.
My 8 mids are mid onlys. All of them are mid onlys. My 3,
I've got Grills down there at the moment, and he's my only one.
Well, see, he's my defense, so I've got him in the deep. And my 11 mids, including my bench, are all mid onlys. All of them.
Because I don't know why there's not enough this year. No. I guess we got to wait till they all come out. Like Josh will end up being a mid. And if I'm just looking around, like I Flanders will go mid.
The funny
Robertson will go mid.
The funny, yeah, but that's correct. But the funny thing is they're already in my forward line. So how do I get them to mid? You can when you trade shuffle stuff around, but the scary thing about the Coleman DDP is because Answorth is out at the moment, he's 100% back. So
I don't think he's getting forward DDP.
So you have to be 35% played in that position. He played majority forward for the first 3 rounds. So there might be a world where even if he plays all-time back, he might still be 60-40. It's going to be close. It's going to come close.
It's going to come close, I reckon.
Because he was forward for 80% of those first 3 games. Whereas this game, he was 100% back.
Yeah, and he had a good one.
Yeah, and like it would be very hard to swing him back forward. If Answorth is back, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I really want that forward DDP for Coleman because then I don't have to worry about him for like 10 weeks. I'm happy to have him in my forward line for a long time. Back to the 2-game temp, just a little tangent, but yeah, Watkins need. I've got two here that aren't rookie price, but they've played 2. George Wardlaw at 396k, averaging 83. His BE is 70, so he's not. We're not going there, are we?
I just don't know. It's not reliable enough. He's
prone.
always injured.
Yeah,
he's just so injury prone. I can't go there. And also too, he actually isn't. Like he gets a lot of tackles, but he's not really a high disposal getter. So it's
just tackles that you want. You want those big 10+ games. But what are you doing if you're going there at that price? He's near his break even. He's just going to be a placeholder, and you're probably sideways in a placeholder to him. So he's not one for me. But yeah, well, I don't think we go near Georgie Wardlaw. I just thought he was worth a mention. Luke Trainer though. 285k. Now, he is good on the eye at halfback for me. I like him on the eye.
Yeah.
His average is 88 and his break even is -6 at 285k. Are we thinking about Luke Trainer?
Yeah, absolutely. I as long as he stays fit, I think you're not going to be disappointed there. In my opinion, I just think that he's probably. I'm a big fan of Banks, but Banks is 400,000, so that's an awkward price. But apart from Sammy Grills, like I think that he's probably one of those defenders for them that's their best grower. Like I really rate him, and he just didn't play. I think he obviously had a bit of an injury at the start of the year. That is a very tantalizing pick for me. He might not get you some of the primo scores in the defense that potentially your better players can get. But in terms of value and what you can bring in with that trade, that is one that I almost did it last week. I'll be honest. I almost did it last week.
Because he's a good player. He's a cracking player.
A good player. He's a good player. And like I said, as long as you're fit, you're pretty much a walk-in for Richmond, I'll be honest, because you're always going to play.
Well, I think he's their priority interceptor. So he's the intercept mark. He's their future Andrews, their future. That's what the plan for him is, I believe. Maybe a bit more rebounding than those ones I mentioned, but because he is a pretty athletic player. And intercept marks, we know, big points in Super. Big points, especially if then you dispose of it efficiently, which they often do a sideways kick. That's why these Tom Stewarts and Sicilies and Wilkies are scored, because they're intercept marking. Then their disposal is a sideways kick, and the other player marks it. So they're just racking points. It's funny. I would love to get Luke Trainer in, but none of it makes sense to me right now. Houston, you could, but it's just Houston's the only one you could.
For me, that's if I'm going to do it, that's the one.
It's the thing. It's one of these ones where you can't go next week or the week after. If you're going to go Luke Trainer, you go this week, because at -6, his ceiling's probably 420, 450k.
Yep, but that 200,000 that you can make on him.
Yeah, but break even of -60, scores 90, he'll go up 50. So
Yep.
if you're going to
And
go,
then- And you got to think of Houston's break even is 112,
Yep.
which on a very, very good day can hit. But judging, I mean, he hit 101 against Brisbane.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like, I thought maybe we were starting to see a little bit of the better of him, but I'm not sure. Do you know what? It's not so much the Darcy Moore factor. It's more the Jeremy Howe.
yeah,
Jeremy Howe takes a lot of kickouts,
Yeah.
more than I thought. And then once you take that ability away from Houston, yeah, I don't know. I'll go up and down. I'm even looking. I mean, we'll get into it later, but I'm even looking at something like Flanders is on that
Yeah.
edge for me at the moment too,
on the
because like
cusp.
he's very on the cusp because like he's just not producing anything to the realm that we maybe thought he was going to, and I actually just don't think he's ever going to break into 500,000. But that's my personal opinion. So I think if that's the case with Flanders, it's a tough one. But so yeah, there's a lot of options around the ground.
Well, another one. It's funny. This bloke was all the chit chat before pre-season. I think everyone had him in the squad. Went out of fashion by opening round, didn't get picked. He's now played 2 games, and he has a break even of -42 at 163k. Jacob Farrow for the Bombers.
Yeah, see that I saw because he had a really good game. That's because Dyson Sharp got injured. I suppose he became that option, but who's he playing for? Like what position is he playing?
Oh, Mark I didn't even know he was back in last week. He was someone I erased from the memory once I saw he didn't get picked. I was like, he's not an option. He's not even basement price. But at the moment, his average is 69 with a break even of -42 at 163k. So, and am I wrong? He's DDP. Is he def mid? Am I wrong on that?
I don't. Let me have a look. I'll just quickly have a look here. Farrow, because I've got the teams up. He
is def mid.
Yeah, he's def mid.
There's
that's a more for your DDPs there.
So you can go Watkins to him, but that's very sideways. I'm making 10, but again, yeah. I'm not sold on it because if he didn't make the squad at the start of the year, I don't know what holds his spot. And that Essendon team, I don't think anyone's safe, bar maybe 5 players.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky one, that one. If he was 119k, it's probably a go-to for me. Bang, bosh.
Yeah, I'm with you.
163, a little bit more interesting. You looking at him or not so much?
When I saw his score, I was very, very interested. I'll be honest, but yeah, like Essendon is such a team that I can't trust, especially Scott. Like he was one of the reasons why I didn't go from him in the first place, and admittedly, it worked out for us, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to go there yet, even though we might miss a little bit of a cash cow, particularly if he keeps doing the points he has, and that DDP is very nice. They don't come around. But I don't know. It's like we were talking about with McRae. You've got that with maybe Collingwood. I've got that with Scott. I can't trust it. And as much as I might see a nice pick there, I currently don't have. I've only got Roberts, and the only reason I got Roberts is because I trust him from last year. But I don't have any other Essendon players, so that tells me everything.
Yeah. Look, I'm very worried about it. I was just checking to make sure that I saw a little mute symbol, but no, we're fine. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just too scared to bring in any Essendon players. I just traded one out. What did he get this week, old Paresh? What did he get? 67?
Parish.
What did he get?
I actually
73.
Don't know.
So that is right where he sits for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we made the right call there, I think, with that.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make us any money. All right. Yeah, Essendon just seemed to be just too scary. What about Arthur Jones? 199k, break even, -31. His average is 51.
Yeah, look, I would if he didn't get injured for 3 weeks.
Did he get injured?
Yep.
I'll scrub him. Scrub him out. Arthur Jones. He only just got back from concussion, the poor bastard. He's had a grim run so far.
Yeah, he has.
Because you got to think that he's got that break even with he played half again. When did he get injured in this game?
I don't know. See, but I was reading the Supercoach Scout. Actually, I'll just quickly get it up for the old stream purposes. Up on my Facebook. Let's have a look. Because they were talking about the Bulldog, because obviously I was looking for old Timmy, and they mentioned a few others because they talked about Richards and they spoke about Jones as well. And he got the posts up here. They're obviously talking about let's bring up Tim English. Here we go. So Ed Richards and Tim English are set to miss whatever, while Artie Jones is out for 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm not entirely sure what he did.
Right. Sounds like a hammy, 2 to 4.
It says, and the comments were like, yeah, I think it must be a hammy. Yeah, there's nothing there. I could probably find out soon. But yeah, he's out 2 to 4 weeks. So that's...
Yeah. Wow. I'll put a line through that one for now.
That's all. Yeah, that's awkward because it looked like maybe there was potential there.
Two more two-game tempters. Another one very similar to Farrow. A lot of us had our own preseason. Didn't make the squad. He's played 2 games now. Break even of -35, average of 53 at 119k. The Scheuenberg for the Weagles.
Yeah, I mean,
on anyone's radar again. I think we've gone through maybe 4 better options to get to this point.
I know. So it's hard to give it up now. Hey.
Yeah, and again, Weagles. If you didn't make that team at opening round, I'm not certain you stay in the team. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So, and Robertson comes back next week, so someone's out.
Yep.
And then Murdoch comes back, so he's probably come in for Murdoch. I just figured it out.
He has come in for Murdoch because Murdoch will come back. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
He's that big body. I can't see them not going with it.
Yeah, we're not touching Scheuenberg, are we?
No, I don't. I'm not going to.
So here's another one, and now this is an option for Watkins down, right? Because same team. Not on my radar until I just looked at it. Break even of -34, an average of 53, 119k. Josh Lai.
Yeah, right. For
Port Adelaide. Yeah. So does he get dropped or Watkins get dropped first?
Who knows, eh?
So here's the thing: if I'm chilling Thursday night ins and outs, Watkins is out and Lai's still in. I think it's a very easy single trade for me.
Yeah,
down, bang. There's a writing theory, a thesis out there that they were pretty sure it's how Watkins got. I don't want to say how he got signed, right? I think he got signed on his ability, but he's apparently just a very, very good mate of the Butts, Zach Butters.
Oh, really? Okay.
And they're saying if you want any chance to keep Zach Butters, don't drop Watkins. That's the thing. If you want to re-sign the Buttman, don't drop his best mate. So,
so he's only in the side because he's a best buddy of someone else.
No, I actually think his ability is good enough to play for Port Adelaide. So that probably got him in there. But yeah, my Supercoach brain is hoping that there's a little slither of that, like, it's just had a poor one. We won't drop him because he's the Buttman.
We'll just remain calm.
He's our pride and joy's best mate. Keep the Watkins in. Give him a chance. But yeah, Josh Lai, interesting one. He is my press the red button on Thursday night for Watkins. Watkins dropped Lai in. Red button's pressed. I'm making 70 grand. 60 grand, somewhat. But no use to you though. No reason for you to go to Josh Lai.
Not right now. I'm still my bench here is they're starting to grow. The forward line for me is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I really want to, I need to start investing there. I think that's everybody's problem.
Yes,
but it just depends on the options you have. Like again, like even if I want to go train or. I'm a bit sticky right now because I got English. So, like, he is now out. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to have to figure somebody else out, right? I'm going to have to so I'm probably going to go Primo. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to, and I don't really want to use another boost. So, I might have to wait another week to go down on some of these players.
Well, see, if Nick and Richards are just 1 week things and they're back.
Bear with me 2 seconds.
No, you're on, mate. If Nick and Richards are only 1 week things for me, I have the first week where I actually don't have to do anything. So there's a chance, the people, that might just take that opportunity because we haven't had many of those opportunities yet. So if I can just not make a trade this week and bank them, I still have 4 boosts, which is nice. But I've traded every week. 2 trades, 3 trades. So yes, we're probably going to look into just not doing anything at all. Again, if I have a quick look, my only option is Watkins. We're not going to move on Smith. We're probably not moving on Butterick just yet. Just going to hold on to Butterick. Doveston getting dropped hurts us. But yes.
Doveston's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, well, dropped or injured, I'm not sure. Just not.
It says that he's rested, expected recovery time.
That's a drop.
Confirmed.
That's a drop. I was just saying that if Nick and Richards had 1 week things, this is my first week this year where I don't have to do anything. So do I just take that? Because
if they are just 1 weekers, you are in no need.
So not even with them. So like I'm even not that, but anything else, because I think these are going to be very rare occurrences where where our whole team makes it through. So like I'm saying, for the whole team, I don't have to do anything. So do I just take that? Because we need trades late. So we have to find weeks to not use them. And this might be my first chance to not use one if they're both back in a week.
You're in a position where you're okay. There is a world for me where I don't have to do that either. I don't have to get rid of English. Like, I could just play McAndrew in the flex. There isn't a reason. Like, but I need to really see the diagnosis. Maybe I can wait and see how long he actually is out for. Because if he is out maybe 4 weeks, I could just flick him to the. But because, like you said, we need those trades. However, I feel like I'm missing an opportunity there to bring in someone that's going to be there now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will deal with that in that sense.
Do you hold him for 1 week and then get Sherry next week? No, Sherry's out for another 2, isn't she? Isn't he?
Sherry's out for another 2. Oh. So yeah, because he got a 4-week ban, didn't he?
3
or 3 weeks.
3.
Yes, this is his first week he's missed. He's out next week. 2 more weeks. I mean, look, there is, but you got to remember he's going to go down potentially. Potentially, like he
is a ruckman. He is a ruckman.
He's supposed to come back round 7. So his first game. So his game where he needs to go off, he's playing GWS. So he absolutely could do that. Absolutely, he could do that. So when the week he comes back, you may have to. Well,
here's a quick question for you. Right, before we go into our can you still go there, our 3 gamers. If Petrarca is named this week, do you just go English to track?
Oh, if he's named this week, I have to, because that's the option. Because
we're all make money.
We're all thinking, how do we get Petrarca in, right? I think everybody's thinking that, and then you don't have to worry, and then you can start to build off, and that's done. So yeah, I would do that if he is named. The only issue is though when Gold Coast is Saturday, so they'll be Thursday. But I'll have to be fucking quick, you know what I mean? Because lockouts 10 minutes after, you got to be on it.
That's bullshit, eh? Rubbish.
You got to ride that 10 week. But then again, we should know information.
You should know before
prior to that because of the Indian nose, and they'll be all over. Especially if Petrarca is back, they'll be all over it. But I'm not sure he will be.
No, it's a touch early, but
it's a touch early. I think they'll probably want to give him the absolute best possible time. But I tell you what, it's just who's Gorn playing this week? He's playing fucking the Bombers. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, and that is not a trade I really can do because that is such a jump.
The only thing I'll say is what's happening against the Bombers, because English wasn't really on track for a big one either.
No, he wasn't.
What's happening is because Bombers are that bad, there's no congestion, there's no ball ups. So there is like season low throw up numbers. So what's happening is they're just not getting the opportunity to score. Even though they're dusting Blackiston, there's just half the amount of throw-ups because Essendon can't even lock it into a throw-up. Like it's just so that I've heard a bit of that.
There's no repeat.
Nothing. Yep.
Yeah.
So the only time they have to score is in the centre or after they kick a goal, and they could kick 25 goals and get that.
Yeah, because Sherry got his lowest score against them.
And yeah, English wasn't going nanas. So yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean that.
Essendon's an interesting. I've heard a few people mention it. It's just we're looking at whereas West Coast seem to still get congestion. There still seems to be a lot of throw ups, and then Flynn just gets dusted. But so maybe it's an Essendon strat, so Blackiston doesn't get rolled. Let's never throw it up. But anyway,
let's just let him have it.
So it'll be interesting to see what goes there. But I thought Gawn was going to go 110 against Wits, but yeah. So we'll sneak into our. These players have played 3 games and had a rise. Okay, but can we still go there? I'll hit you with the first one here. The Sweetman. Right. The Sweetman. Is he even a sniff of a chance off the English? 499k. He went up 27. His average is 115. Absolutely, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
break even 75.
And they play. He plays De Koning, which has not had a fantastic year by all accounts.
I could take Sweetman in that.
Oh, honestly, so he is an option for me, and I'm going to save some bucks there. So, yeah, I think I could. I'd have to see how it goes. Unless Petrarca is coming in, he's one of the options I'm looking at for sure.
I don't think he's in danger. I can't believe they started the other bloke over him. The first,
I actually do think he was injured.
He had to have been. To start Vincentini over the Sweetman was tragic. Man scored 200. Come on. Educate yourself. Second one, you were hot on this, man. You were on him. And then you didn't go there. And I don't know if it stings, but Zach Bailey is averaging 99. Yeah. He's almost averaging his first ton. 480k. He only went up $6,000. His break even is 66.
Yeah, it does sting. Honestly, I'll be dead as right now. I can make a sideways movement from Flanders to him, and I'd be very comfortable.
Well, that's his mid forward, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mid forward, and Bailey's he's just got that about him where you can get 20 and 3, or you can get 25, and he can get 25 and 4. He has that in him, whereas I don't think Flanders has got that. Also, too, Flanders is very inefficient with the ball, whereas Bailey isn't. So yeah, look, I'm not at all surprised by what Bailey is doing, and if I could get him in, I would definitely try.
And he's not on tag watch. He's not on tag watch there. So
we're talking about looking for those. Now we're out of that first 5 rounds. But you take opening round out. We're out of that realm now. Where people are starting to get their teams together, right? So now we're getting into that pod realm where you're getting into, okay, what players can I get in my side that are going to be different to the norm? Bailey's not in a lot of sides, and he is, and he is right up there for me. That potentially I could do that.
Well, he was in the number 1 side this week, but
so that guy was all over it.
I'll skip that one because I want to be here. I need to go get my charge for my headphones. But quickly, let me know about Ned Reeves, if we can still go there. 290k. He did go up to 48, the 50 we expected. Average 84, break even 24.
I don't know. Look, the break even would suggest, so maybe it really depends on your trades and how much you got and how much you want to give up. Technically speaking, you could still go there because he would still go up a little bit. But I don't know if that. Let's say you don't have McAndrew and you don't have Reeves, right? Somehow, let's say you don't have him, and you're looking at who you should go. McAndrew's still the better option, right? Because it's very similar in price, but McAndrew gets way better scores. Reeves is good and he's not bad, and he is an option there if you want to go down and then move up in other areas. There's that potential. I just think that he's going to get up around maybe 300, 350 at an absolute max, and maybe sort of tail off there. I don't think he's got 400 in him. But whereas I see 400 in McAndrew. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you. Yeah, McAndrew's the one to go if you're going to go one of them. And we've now known that, McAndrew's not going to get dropped. If he brought Rob into the team with him,
Yeah.
he's definitely not going to drop him for Rob because he outperformed Rob as well. So McAndrew's a safe option. I still think Reeves is less safe than McAndrew. So yeah, you're right. If I actually don't have McAndrew in, still can go. Can you still go there because he's played 4? But yeah, if you probably still could go McAndrew at 260,
Absolutely.
which is bananas. The one I skipped over because I want to be here for it. He was in our 2-game tempters last week, and interestingly enough, he's made it to. Can you still go there? Tim Kelly, 429k. He went up 28, averaging 101. His break even is 43.
Yeah. He's going good. He's going great guns, eh? He's just playing good footy.
Could you go to Tim Kelly?
If you could make it work, is he mid forward?
I believe Tim Kelly is just a mid. Let's have a quick squeeze. If he's mid forward, that changes a lot of things. He is mid forward. He is DDP. What we need mid forward.
That's on my Then absolutely. If there's a way, fuck, that's maybe even Flanders to Kelly. That's even because if there's a way you can get him in, especially for that DDP, that's very saucy. I'd definitely be going to trying to get Kelly in if you could.
I literally just went through my mind if I could make that happen. It's funny because again, we touched on last week. We just haven't seen it for 5 years.
No, it's been a long time for Kelly. So yeah, we haven't seen it for a little bit.
Yeah,
but definitely in him. We can definitely do it.
Oh man, he's on watch. I'm gonna keep watching him. We might even add him in next week. See how he goes. Next one is Scary for Frio, 133k, 34k. He went up. His average is 45. Bit grim that. Break even 17. We're not going to Scary now if we didn't last week, are we?
Yeah, he had one. You probably should have done it last week to make that money because I don't think he's going to go up even more than that.
Yeah. Look,
he doesn't really look like he drops big numbers.
I'm not touching Scary. I wasn't sold on it last week. Hayden Young is close to coming back. He could be straight back out. Look, we don't know, but with Young sitting there coming back, I think Scary's the first one out. So that's why I just think it's a.
How many weeks does Young have left?
I think it's one on the list.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, eyeballs fixed on Hayden. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he gets named. Last one for Can You Still Go There that I included. Josh Lindsay missed a game, came back in, 168k, went up 45k, average 59. His break even is the only negative one on the list here for a player's played 3 games. He's got negative 15 break even, but remember, we've got Murdoch and Robertson to come back into that Weagles side.
I don't think it's going to affect Lindsay Robertson because he played with him, so he should be safe for another week or two. I still think Murdoch's out. I don't think Murdoch's coming back for at least 2. So yeah, I think you're safe there for a little bit, especially with that minus 15. That's just money there to be made. But then you've got to obviously find the ones to go down from with Lindsay or go up. But it depends if that's how you want to do it. But I think there's money to be made. I'm not afraid yet.
Say you traded him out once he got dropped. Could you ever go back there, or you can? Nah, that's off the table.
No, you can't go back there. No. Once you've done, he's done.
Yeah. I think we're very happy. We're happy holders, aren't we? We both held the Linz.
Yeah, I've got him.
Yeah, I held Linz. I actually was questioning why I held him through the drop-in. Because you would think a rookie game dropped Tata. Maybe I think it's because he was on 2. So. But it was a drop-in. It was an injury. He was dropped. So just lucky to hold him there. Josh Lindsay. So there we are from Can You Still Go There. Is there anyone on your Can You Still Go There radar off the top of your head, or you happy with that before take one, leave one?
I'm happy with that at the moment. I mean, I would maybe Lombard. Lombard would that would be Can You Still Go There? Not really averaging that much.
No. Small forwards, man, they're dangerous. They're just dangerous.
They are. His break even's 26, so it's it's not really that high. So he's still going to make money, but I think with Lombard, in my opinion, there, I'm almost even thinking, can I go down to Steen from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know if, because again, is Steen going to make you? Well, he'll make money, but is he going to make you that much money? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a tough one, that. But like Doverson and Lombard are probably those two players I would like to get rid of immediately. But they're
Yeah.
difficult.
So yeah, just quickly on the Doverston. My plan is to hold him because you could go to Steen off him, but I need to see if this Gulbin is going to get another week, and if
Yeah, I
he
know.
scores similar, that will be next week Doverston to Gulbin.
Yeah,
If he scores similar to that, so I don't want to burn a trade this week on a sideways ish 50 grand making swap
I'm with you. Yeah,
to Steen, who I'm not sure about. But here's the thing, like we said, tracks to come back, and I think Gulbin was forward. I believe
yeah,
he was forward.
he was.
Um, and Rogers and Lombard were still in the team as well. There's a world where maybe he drops Rogers over Gulbin, but that would be pretty heavy. It just depends how
Wouldn't
well
imagine.
Gulbin's going. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just need to keep my eyeballs on that. But they'll leave that there, and we'll go into take one, leave one before shower thoughts. I actually don't have a shower thought yet tonight.
Not a lie.
It's Swift off Monday. Take one, leave one. Couple here for you. Kicking
Right.
off. Tim Kelly, got stuff, man, or Zach Bailey.
Ooh, sloth. They're both DDP, so because they're both DDP, I'll have to just go with the one that I can trust more, and that would be Zach. I think Zach's probably the better footballer here.
Paying
So I'm
50
not
grand
going.
more for the Bales.
Yeah, you are, and maybe you can make that money with Tim Kelly. He's playing like he's shown that he can. But I think Bailey. I said it at the start of the year. He was in one of my preseason builds. I think he's got that upper 500,000 in him. I really do. I think he's a weapon. I really rate Bailey. So yeah, I would pick him all day.
Sammy Grilsh or Jakes?
Tough one, eh? Because Sammy Grills, I would. If you asked me this last week, I'd say
The
Jakes. But
Donkey,
Sammy
right?
Grills,
Yeah.
yeah, Sammy Grills just dropped to 90, and Jake's dropped to 67. So he's put himself back into contention. And the thing is with Sammy Grills, he's still going up.
His eye test, man.
0.40.
And
Yeah,
like I'll say, Sammy Grilsh on the eye looks good. When you
yeah,
watch Sammy Grilsh, forget Supercoach, he looks like top 3 rookies for me.
yeah, and that's why I would probably still have him just in
Mm.
front of Jake's. I think he's the one to go to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Grillman.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think we did this week 1, so I'll put it back in. Jagger Smith or Willem Dersma right now?
Oh, that's a tough. That's a real saucy one because uh, I guess just for the value perspective, you still have to go Jagger, right? 271. They average the same, but 84, 85. I actually think, and we talked about it, I actually think that if Jagger Smith keeps playing the way he does and Dersma keeps playing the way he does, I actually think Dersma will probably win the Rising Star.
That's gotten a lot
Dersma,
closer on
yeah,
the odds.
Dersma has more highlight about him, let's say. That's not to say that Jagger Smith isn't a better player, but yeah, so I would suggest that just in Supercoach terms, he's still what 45,000 behind him, and that is
Mm-hmm.
that comes in so handy, as we know. So I think given the fact that they're both averaging the same, they produce kind of very similar, and one's 40 grand cheaper than the other, I would probably say Jagger Smith just for now. But if he starts to really drop off, gets that rookie mid, they all get it where that mid-season rookie tail off, then yeah, I would maybe start to look elsewhere.
Yeah, no, it is an interesting one, that one. Oh, it's funny, he's 270k already. He was a 119 starter, Jagger Smith. Wild. Jack Steele or Zach Merritt?
I'm going Steele, bro. I think Steele.
The Zerrett.
Yeah, because like Merritt's dropped. Don't get me wrong. So now
I
he's
believe that's
becoming.
very similar price. This is what I do. I think they're the
Yeah.
exact same price right now.
Jack Steele's still 540, and Merritt's 562.
Okay,
So
a little bit different.
Merritt's come down 20k. So you're getting to that realm now with Merritt where like it's getting close. Where it's getting close to if you got to jump because he will go back up inevitably. But what I'm saying, Jack Steele is another LDU, just been
Hmm.
consistent from round one to now. I think he's dropped 94, like 107, 113, and 140. That's he's
Yep.
been he's been fantastic, and I think I don't see that dropping off. Maybe drops off a little bit, maybe drops down to like hundreds, and we know Merrick can get 160s.
Hmm.
But I don't think Merrick can get 160s in this Essendon side. I don't think
Scrim.
he can get it in
Scrim.
this Essendon side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would probably still have to go. Yeah, Steele.
Yeah. And like, don't get it twisted. Steele has history. He did this
Yeah,
for multiple seasons. 4 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, there was a
yeah.
season where he was a staple. You had to have Jack Steele on your team. He was a 640k mid.
Hmm.
2020, maybe a bit 20, around that area. So he
Yeah.
has history. Bit of a revival of life, change of team. It's funny what that can do for a player.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
if it can.
so well, I'm not mad at that over the Zeret. Grundy or
Mm.
Gorn?
Oh, that's such a flip of a coin, man. Honestly, it really is a flip of a coin. Who's going to end up on top and be your better value? I don't know. But if you had to, because I can't, they can both
It's
do what
just
they've just done with 184,
it's sickening, isn't
175.
it?
It is. And they are. It's been really, really rude to Sherry, but like they are the best ruckman in the like them three on any given week. One is the best, then the
Hmm.
next one. You know what I
Yep.
mean? They flip flop. So it's very hard to say. If you ask me who the better one is, I still think it's Gorn. However, if you don't have either of them, so let's say because I know a lot, I've seen a lot of teams this year that've got they started out with Jackson and McAndrew, or they started out with
Mm.
McAndrew and English, or whatever. So you don't have one of them. It probably still has to be Grundy because Gorn's gone up to 700,000. And
Hmm.
look, we just spoke about Bont and stuff like that. They're probably not going to let you down, but in the realm of you need to fit people in, Grundy's still only 661, so I'd probably say Grundy right now.
Hmm.
But that could change week by week with those two. You're
Yeah.
not wrong either way you go, to be
No.
honest.
No, that's a harsh one. That one.
It is, yeah.
Um, Josh Worrell doesn't get much of a chat on here. Josh Worrell. Probably a bit harsh on Josh Worrell. Josh
Well, I
Worrell
rate.
or Archie Roberts.
Oh, Archie.
Mm.
Archie,
Hmm.
I think he's back in his preferred position.
Hmm.
And if he's playing that preferred position, Archie can get you into the 500,000.
Hmm.
He can get you there. Now you got to ride it with Archie.
Hmm.
You probably have a more volatile ride than you
Yep.
would maybe Worrell. Uh, but I don't know. I'm partial to Roberts. I had him all last year.
Yep.
I really rate him. 478,000, so he's got lots of room to grow. If we have a look at what's break even for this week, his break even's
You
50.
still have to be low.
So
Yeah. You still have to be low.
it's 50, so he's gonna go up again. So I think, yeah, that to me seems like a smart option to get him in. I don't think Worrell's a bad player. I think he's a gun, but that makes more sense to me.
What about haven't featured on this channel yet? A bit of key forward. Take one and leave one. Sam Darcy or the one that's performing at the moment, Josh Tracy, Supercoach
Yeah,
Ross.
look, every single time, I just think that this Tracy fella's gonna drop. Like, yeah, it's all
Mm.
right. Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. You'll stop producing what you do. He just keeps producing.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now, I probably would have to go Tracy because I don't. Something's not right with Darcy this year. I don't know.
Currently, Josh Tracy is F3.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go.
So you got Petrarca Sheasel, who
Yeah,
everyone knows is F1 too. The next one is Tracy. I mean, this
that's
is where it can go a bit. How you going? Bolton's F4. Okay, so let's just calm it down.
yeah.
That's not.
Let's calm
The
that
fact that
down.
Bolton's still above Pickett, you want to just let's peel it back and look through the weeds here. And F6, this is F6 is McInerney. This is what we're dealing with. Okay,
Yep.
this is what we're
They're not,
dealing with. F7's Kelly, Tim,
there's not much talent.
F8
He's right.
Bailey, 9
Yeah.
McDonald, 10 Harvey Thomas. What are we doing here?
Wow.
The forwards is dramas, mate, at the moment.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
not a lot of quality there, is there?
that is Harvey Thomas. That has rattled me. Average of
Yeah.
95.
Insanity, eh?
Gone up 80K. Anyone ever mentioned Harvey Thomas? Cash cow. Criminal.
No one
That's
has mentioned him. That's the funny thing.
that is berserk. But Justin McInerney being top 6 forwards will have a spell, son.
It makes you sick, doesn't it?
Oh, mate.
It makes you
Tim
sick.
Kelly on the verge. Imagine. Anyway, yeah, did you pick one? Did you go Tracy? Element?
Yeah, I said Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy. Yeah. It's a hard one because she just had
It is.
like. So where is Darcy? So Sam Darcy's 29, F29. It's a bit grim.
He's
That
not performing well. Let's put it that way.
he's gone down 40 grand. If Sam Darcy touches 400K, it's conversation time. Just like last year, it was touch 400 grand. Everyone started talking about it. Keziah Pickett, man, we were just talking about, what was it? F5, Keziah Pickett, or Will Ashcroft.
Oh, tough one, man. I'm literally just looking at them. Literally got them up on my screen. That's a tough one. I would, if you asked me maybe a couple of weeks ago, I think Will's got used to not having Lugger there, and he's sort of figured out, okay, now I can dominate the midfield. And Lockie still gets attention.
Yeah, it's crazy. They still just go to Lockie.
Yeah, they still go to Lockie.
Which is warranted. He's got 2 Brownlows in the closet.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I mean, there's no reason not to. But so interesting. Yeah, I'd still probably go. I'm a big fan of Cozzy, but I think Will he could dominate the midfield. We saw it against Collingwood, and look, maybe didn't have as much pressure on him in the Collingwood game, and he will get that in other areas. But I don't think he's getting tagged against North. I think Neil will still probably get tagged.
Neil will probably get Foz, I imagine.
So yeah, Neil will get Foz. So I think that Will Ashcroft, his break even 75. I think he's probably gonna outperform that in my opinion. So you probably got 1 week. I don't think he's going to go any lower than what he is now.
No,
so I'm even looking at him, thinking like, how do I get Will in? So I'll probably go Will.
This is floor price or very close to it. It is the thing that might edge Pickett in the conversation is his forward, and we've talked about our forwards. So in Supercoach terms, why Pickett might win that, but I think they have a similar ceiling, and I think they also have a similar floor. I think it's like for Supercoach terms and scoring, it's very interesting to where you want to go with that. Right now, Will is 10K cheaper. Didn't know that.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why it's like that. Then that adds up.
And it is. What will they be saying? Lugger is coming back, so put that into consideration.
You have to take that into consideration because he's going to drop dramatically, and that's a big primo. You might be able to nab.
And also, Will Ashcroft did get an almighty razz by reports last game 3/4 time, and since then he has been doing ceiling scores every quarter. So is that sustainable? Probably not. I think we will see regular season Ashcroft seep back in. Might need another poke. It might be one of these players you need to poke all the way until finals.
I feel like he does this, Will, in my opinion. I don't watch him every week, you do. But, like, I feel like he goes... It looks like sometimes he's not even trying. Like, he's just playing in second gear. And then, he obviously gets a rev up, and then he comes out and he can have these massive quarters. And I think he does that through the season where he kind of just dips off. He doesn't really play terrible, but, he's just averaging. And then all of a sudden, bang. And if you can somehow time those jumps, then fabulous. That's awesome. It's very hard to do that, but he's got that in him where he can get you 140, 150, but you also have to ride the 80s and the 90s. All right,
2 more here. The horny one, the Horn Francis, or he featured in Table and Leave on last week, and you left him on the table, which is, I think, a very good option half the time. Horny one or Shy Bolton?
Yeah, look, do you know what? I usually don't think this about Shy Bolton. I don't, but I just have not been impressed with the horny one this year. I don't know about you.
No, that's why this is a conversation. This shouldn't be a conversation in my eyes.
It shouldn't be a conversation. I think that Horn Francis really should be a better player than Shy Bolton, but I don't know. I honestly, right now, I'd be inclined to just pick Shy Bolton.
Taking the ball. So
that sounds wild to me.
So did just say that Shy is. The thing is, Horny one isn't even forward until DDP, and he might not get it because of the Rosie injury. We're talking Coleman close. Horny one is like flirting around 35% forward. So if he doesn't get forward, he's not going to be in many sides.
No, he's not. He's in trouble.
So
he's in trouble.
I actually might lean at the moment. Bolton's taking the cake there. Big story that Horny one. Terrible preseason interrupted niggles. I've heard niggles galore at the moment. Horny one. So that's that. Last one. This one just is unfair. You got to take one and you have to leave one. Marcus Bontempelli or Tristan Sherry.
Yeah, that is unfair. That is unfair.
I took the piss here.
Yeah, you are taking the piss because. How do you pick that? But I mean, I've got one of them. But again, if you're talking, take the actual footy out of it.
We're just talking super. This is Supercoach. Take one, leave one.
You're talking Supercoach, and I'm only saying
take one, leave one.
But I preface this even more because I say, Bond 722, and honestly, you look at that break even. His break even is 138. Guy's going up again. I'm telling you, like he can get 150. And who they play? Because sometimes they're playing Hawthorn. He's not getting tagged, and he loves a big game. He'll go up again, and that's just probably not smart for Supercoach terms, right? Whereas Sherry is going to come down. Again, it's the same conversation, right? Because he might not come down. He could get 160, 170, or whatever his break even is. So, but he's 40 grand cheaper right now.
Yeah.
And when you're getting that tight for your primos, same why I say Grundy over Gawn, not because I think Grundy is going to outperform Gawn, but 40 grand, and you have to pick one. Yeah, Sherry. I'd have to go Sherry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tough one though. That's
I think for Super. Right now as well, preface, it is a right now situation. Like say we're in the week Sherry comes back, I think it is Sherry because of the price, the break evens, etc. But yes, so there's our take one, leave ones. Now to shower thoughts. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for shower thoughts because it's a Monday and we're not used to Monday streams. But I just can't believe this forward line. I feel like my shower thoughts, my shower time, I'm just going to be thinking about this forward line with these F3s and 4s and 6s being McInerney's and 10s being Harvey Thomas. We're in grim dire straits here.
We're in grim dire straits because the DDPs haven't come in yet. So if
Joe
you remember
Richards
last
is top 20.
Yeah, if you remember this last year, the forwards we had obviously the Cozies, Petrarcas. There was some other there was just way more options. So I don't think that there's a plethora yet. And also you got to remember Darcy was really killing it. Thilthorpe was killing it. Rankin was killing it. They're not killing it this year. So there's three big players there that they're just not getting the business. So look, give it time. Maybe some forwards will start to stand out. But yeah, they're not great at the moment.
So I am just this good shower thought here. DDP talk. Yep. The forward F1 to 6 is lying to us right now. I'm looking right now at the mids that I think will get forward DDP at around 6 and the ones that are averaging high at the moment. I'm not sure if Heaney gets it. I don't know. If Heaney gets it, he's taking one of the top 3 slots. One that I have heard people saying he is getting it is Tuke Miller.
Yeah, because he's played it forward a fair bit.
Yep. So he's playing as a forward rusher, for half forward rusher, so he's rushing up, but he's starting forward, so that's all that needs to be. Averaging 106. So that puts him right at F4 straight away. Right behind Tracy, above Bolton. So Tuke Miller looking like a top 6 forward this year. Scroll down a little bit more.
Jackson might get a DD.
I've heard his stats. He's not close to mid. He's not close to forward. It's like 17% mid, 18% forward. So because it's split, he's not getting either of them. So it's fucked us all. So he's just going to be a straight ruck. So, bit grim.
That is grim.
See, but they're the only two. I'm scrolling down. Yeah, it's just Ashcroft. If Lugger was playing, Ashcroft does start half forward and runs up, but he hasn't been, so he's not getting it. There's a mid that's going to get defender, which is Luke Parker, but I heard someone compare him to Zeeble, and it was the best. There was a year where Zeeble was like 33 years old.
Yep.
And he did this till, like, he just averaged 105 all the way to, like, round 15. And it was like, fuck, you got to get him. Like, it took 15 rounds to be like, he's a D6, he's a D5, like, years. I wonder if this is going to be the same with Luke Parker. We're just going to ignore it, and then go,
we're all just waiting. We're all just waiting for him. We're all just waiting for him to drop off. That's why. But he's not.
The Zeeble comparison for that was brilliant. I was like, that is exactly what's happening right now. If he can get, because Zeeble was scoring 140 ceilings in that season too, out of the blue. Just and the fellas that started Zeeble for no reason, just like rubbish, mate. And then you had the blokes that jumped on early. A lot of people jumped on Parker early. Getting defender DDP is interesting, but besides that, I don't see any other forwards high in the averages. That's the big key, high in the averages. That's going to get Jack Chris play forward much this year?
He's playing wing.
Oh, so we're in strife. We're in strife. Forward lines aren't going to get much better. It's almost making Tuke Miller a must at one point.
At this point, yeah.
I think it's a pod.
He is a massive pod. What's his average?
106.
It's not bad, is it?
See, he's a top 20 mid. He's M17. So that he will be F4 with DDP. He's an F4. So he's averaging more than Pickett and Bolton. So, yeah.
He's doing all right. And he's gone down. His break even's that's wild. Why is his break even 135?
Because he was like 600K. Which,
okay.
So you could wait.
Yeah, you could wait. He's not. I don't think he's making 135.
No, you could wait because you could only need to spend 500K to get to an F4, an F3. Then this is every year we deal with these forward lines. So yeah, very, 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 very interesting. I thought I thought there was more options, but there just isn't. Caniglio will get forward, but he's averaging 80. So
yeah, he's not the player that you think is gonna do much there, is he?
No. Hayden Young was the one we were all theorising, just hasn't played, so he won't get it. All theorising he'll get it. Yep.
I think he's playing. I don't know if he's playing forward majority of the game. I think he's starting in the midfield, isn't he? And then he's just floating forward.
Young. It is where you start. So even if he's a forward half player like Horn Francis. You rarely see Horn Francis in the defense, even though he starts mid, right? Where there's some players that start mid, you see them everywhere. So that is Young. Okay. He just doesn't run backwards, which isn't in his job. So that's it. That's my shower thought. I feel like we clutched up there a little bit. Very interesting DDPs when they come out. 2 weeks. No, next week. Because it's
next week?
Opening round 5, six round.
I'd almost say everyone's got to hold then on anything drastic.
One round. Kitty should make it then. If it's only 2 games fullback, Kitty should make it.
Yeah, he should.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah, that's tough then. There's some moves that need to be made.
Mm-hmm.
There's some moves that need to be made.
Well, all right, we'll wrap that up there for episode 8. Beautiful. And probably see an update vids over the next couple of nights, and we'll catch you.
For sure. I'm even doing stuff right now, like on the fly, just trying to figure stuff out, but it's hard. It's so hard.
And it's grim.
It is grim.
Well, all right, we'll catch you later and see you in the next one. Peace.
All right, guys. Peace out. See ya. Can I get the big Maximus in? I don't know. 700, that's tough.